America loves to call itself the land of opportunity, a place where if you work hard enough, you'll make it, where you can build a life, buy a home, raise your kids, and retire someday. That's the dream we're all sold, right? But look around. Most Americans aren't dreaming anymore. They're just surviving, drowning in bills, choosing between rent, food, medicine, working two or three jobs, still falling behind. We aren't living in a recession. We're living in a quiet, unspoken depression. And the people in power don't want to admit it because the moment they admit it, they're responsible for fixing it. This is From Dirt We Grow. I am your host, Stephanie Kendall, and I am happy that you are here tuning in for the truth and to deep dives into the real issues that it will take to make real changes. Before we get into it, real quick, if you're listening to this right now and any of that opening hit you, do me a favor and hit that like button. Please subscribe to the show, follow it, share it, whatever platform you're on. Not for the algorithm, not for the numbers, but because we need to get this out. People need to hear this. Your share might be the one thing that reminds somebody that they're not crazy, that they're not alone, and that the system is failing all of us, not just them. This show is growing because of people like you who want the truth, who want clarity, who want change. So if you're with me, please tap the button. It makes a real difference. I've said in earlier episodes how broken the systems are in the United States, how they have been for a long time, how since its inception that we've been a broken ship, that we've been a drowning ship. Today it's kind of amplified. It's worse. Here's the truth. People aren't struggling. They're sinking. Groceries cost more, rent costs more, childcare, cars, interest rates are insane. Wages stayed exactly the same for years. And what do politicians say? The economy is strong. Inflation is lower, is cooling. Unemployment is low. Yeah, because people don't have the time or money to be unemployed. We're working ourselves into the ground just to survive. Millions of families, and I mean millions, are living paycheck to paycheck. 60% of the United States. Not because they're irresponsible, not because they're lazy, but because the entire system is built to drain them dry. And when people start sinking, the first thing they lose is their home. So let's talk about housing. Because shelter, the one thing every human being is supposed to have, has become a luxury item. Rent used to be 25% of your income. Now it's more like 50 to 70%. Hedge funds are buying entire neighborhoods. Corporations are becoming landlords, and everyday people are being priced out of the very places they grew up in. And here's where it gets personal for me. As a disabled veteran with two young children, a good rental history, I still got denied an apartment over a credit score and a background charge I was never convicted of. How is this the land of opportunity if people like me, people who serve this country, can't even get a place to live? If you make a mistake or fall on hard times, even once, the system brands you permanently. It punishes you forever. It tells you you are not worthy of shelter. They say homelessness is a personal failure, but tell me, how is it a personal failure when the wealthy literally buy up the places we're supposed to live, then deny your application? And yet we're told to believe the dream is still alive. The American dream used to mean that if you worked hard, you'd get ahead. Now it means if you work hard, you get exhausted and stay broke. Medical debt follows you forever. Student loans keep people in poverty until they're at least 50. Jobs don't pay enough to live. Credit scores control your entire life. And insurance companies decide if you live or die. Opportunity isn't something you earn anymore. It's something you have to afford. And if you can't afford it, you're told it's your fault. If you're poor, you made bad choices, is what they say. But what choice did anyone have when the price of existing keeps going up? And when people can't afford the basics, the breaking point is always food. Right now, with snap cuts and shutdowns, you're going to see a lot of videos of people stealing food. And you know what? I'm not here to shame them. I'm here to warn you that governments know exactly what happens when people go hungry. Desperation rises, crime rises, survival kicks in, and then law enforcement has a brand new excuse to crack down on us. And the people who created the crisis get to point their finger and say, "See, I told you they're criminals." No, they're human. They're hungry. They're trying to feed their kids in the richest nation on the planet. Let me say this clearly: stealing food isn't a crime. Starving your people is. But this is the story they don't want you to see. The American dream didn't disappear, it got bought. Corporations bought it. The housing market bought it. Insurance companies bought it. Student loan lenders bought it. Private prisons bought it. Billionaires bought it, then flipped it and sold it back to us at a price that we cannot pay. We're told to blame ourselves for not achieving the dream when the truth is the dream was taken away from us. It's turned into a nightmare. This isn't accidental. This isn't a coincidence. This is the result of policy, greed, corruption, and a system built to keep most people down so a handful of people stay up. But here's the thing: this is not hopeless. This is a wake up call. Because once people see the game for what it is, they stop playing by the rules that control them. We're going to start demanding better. We're going to start organizing. We're going to speak up. And when enough of us do that, the dream doesn't just come back. We are taking it back. Thank you for listening. Share this with someone who feels like they're drowning right now, that they need to know it is not their fault. Because this is our country, our future, our dream. And we're done letting the powerful sell it back to us. Be sure to tune in next week too from Dirt We Grow.